Hello, hi guys. No sleep till we cook them flat maps tonight. Yes, yes, no sleep. Hello, hi Grace. Okay, so where do we start? So, what was happening if you guys joined the part 9? Hello, if you joined the part 9, in the end of part 9, we finished with a stream flat map problem, and it was very confusing to understand because we didn't do very many things with flat maps. So it felt like doing flat maps helps us even understand more about streams because that works with the streams again. So it's like a stream of streams kind of thing. So we decided to put a separate live stream dedicated just for understanding flat map. So I just quickly botched up few like 10 questions in flat map. There are like 10 questions here, and let's try. I don't even know if these questions are proper or anything. I didn't get time for that. So let's see how we can do. Okay. So with that out of the way, I already pushed the these 10 questions and the test cases to our GitHub repo. GitHub repo is there in the video description. So let's go. Okay, first question, flatten list of lists. So this is the classic use case for flat map, right? So how do what does this do? Let's first of all do it in whiteboard. Okay, read the question while I write it down in the whiteboard. Okay, I hope you guys read the question. I'm moving to the whiteboard or blackboard. So this is the input that they gave, right? So what is happening here is there's a nested list and there are 3 sub lists inside this one single list. Okay, and what they're asking is they're asking to flatten it. So it's like let's say you have I don't know, some container with multiple smaller containers inside, and let's say you jammed it into one so that all containers became one or something like that. Okay, so the things are still there inside, but in one container now. Okay, so they want to flatten it. So in essence, what they are asking to do is just return one list which has all the numbers inside. Okay, so if you see, you are going to return this one list. So it is going to be like L4 because this is L1, this is L2, and this is L3. So all of them together became L4, a single list. Okay, so this is the expected output, and that was the input. Okay, simple as that. And this is like the easiest or like the simplest use case with flat maps. Okay, now what is flat map? Flat map apparently, so there is one more operation in streams, right? The maps. So how is map different from flat map? So map, what it does is it simply takes in x number of input, then does map, and then gives you the same x number of output. So the number of input is always going to be equal to be the number of output because it is just doing map, like manipulation of the input that we are giving. Okay, I wrote input here, very good. Output. Okay, output. So it is going to do some manipulation on the input and return it outside, like making a string uppercase or squaring numbers, things like that. Okay, so that is what map does. What does iPad stuck? Oh, I think the screen itself is stuck. Okay, let me know if it gets stuck again. Okay, so yeah, so this is what I was saying. Any number of input, okay, goes into the mapping function and you get the same number of output. The values might be changed, but the number of output is always going to be same. Okay, the number of items. Now, what is flat map? Flat map sounds like map, but it is kind of totally different from what a map does. Flat map maps the input streams, so it takes streams, okay, as input. The not the yeah, map is always one to one. Yeah, that is very nicely put. So map is 1 to 1. Okay, that is map. Fine, you can remember it like that. Okay, Now, what is Flatmap? So Flatmap always takes in streams as input. Okay, how do I get rid of these lines? Yes. Okay, so map always checking streams as in the Java streams, not live stream, not that stream. Okay, so it takes the Java streams. And what does it do with the streams? It will try to connect multiple streams together. So that is the major work of this flat map. And in flat map, it's not guaranteed that the input is equal to the output. Okay, that is something we have to remember. So it could be more than the input, or I think maybe it could be less than also, right? So that is the whole point of flat map. So if you see in our case, you got 3 inputs, right? You got list, oops, you got list. Hey, where did it go? Something happened. Okay, so you got list number 1, you got list number 2, and you got list number 3, but all of it got converted into a single list. So you it got kind of reduced also, right? So it could reduce or it could increase. So flat map, you never know what the output is going to be. Okay, fine. So yeah, and one more thing I wanted to note here is, you can say reduced in one perspective, but you can also say it increased also in another perspective. So if you see here, the number of entities in the main list, right? So the main list initially had only 3 items, but if you see the main outer list in the end has 6 items instead of 3 items, right? So that is in a sense increasing. So even though the number of inner lists got decreased to 1, the number of output items got increased to 6. Okay, so this is the confusing or like the very what do you say, hard to understand part of streams. That's why we even started this. Okay, so let's see one by one. Let's solve the first question. Okay, I hope my screen is not stuck. Yeah, it's not stuck. So what is the first question? Flatten list of lists. So we will take the input. Is it formatted? It's not. Okay, let's take the input. Okay, dot stream. Okay, and then you have dot flat map. Now in flat map, you will get each item of this stream. So in this stream, what? Okay, so flat map is mapped to, I'm reading the comment. So flat map is map and flatten operations. It maps each element to a stream and then concatenates all those stream into one, while map just map each element to a single new element one to one. Okay. Okay, so so in flat map it maps and also flatten it, correct? That's what it is, right? But in map you're just mapping it. Makes sense, because in flat map also you can do the manipulation part. You can even map something to something also. Right. Okay, got it. That makes sense. Okay, thank you. So in flat map you get each once you stream it, you get each what is say an input, or like a nested list you get, right? And what you are going to do is you are going to take that one nested list and convert it into a stream. Okay, so once you convert this into a stream, what this flat map is going to do is it is going to get 3 streams. So 3 streams, why? Because there are 3 nested lists, and what it will do is it will simply connect all those 3 streams together and give you one list. So if you see the output of this flat map, it is just a we didn't collect it yet, so we have to do dot to list. Okay, so if we did dot to list, you get a single list of integer. So it went from a list of integers to a single list of integer. Okay, so this is the easiest example. If you guys have question with this, just let me know, because as we go to like complicated ones, it is going to be more and more complicated. Okay, so let me run this test case meanwhile. Okay, this is the test case, run as JUnit test. Okay, it ran and it passed us. Okay, green bar passed. Fine, so let's get back to question number 2. Okay, I hope everyone is clear. So we'll move to question number 2. Question number 2. Split list of sentences into list of words. Okay, so they have given hello world and Java streams to sentences in the input. They're asking it to separate it into a list of strings where each string is a word of that sentences. Okay, so try to understand this question. Let me prepare the whiteboard meanwhile. Okay, so let's get back to the whiteboard. So second question, I'm going a little bit faster because I'm trying to cover all 10 questions in this stream, okay? Because usually we do 5 question in separate streams. I'm trying to do everything in one stream, one live stream, okay? Okay, so what are they asking here? They gave you a list of strings, okay? This is still list of strings only, but what is happening here? These strings are sentences, one complete sentence, okay? And this is like one complete sentence. A sentence is a, it's okay, go slow please. Okay, fine, I'll try. Okay, so a sentence is nothing but a combination of words, right? So if you have more than one word, it becomes a sentence. Now what they want is, they want to convert it into an array in which each item is a word of the sentences they give. So it becomes hello, and then it becomes world, and then it becomes Java, okay? And then finally streams. So you got 4 words. Okay, so those are the words in this sentence. Okay, simple as that. Now, how can we solve this? Any ideas? No? Okay. I mean, I also don't have any idea because, okay, fine. So let's think about it. So what we can do is, you have the split operation, right? So first I will go through, I'll create a stream on the input. Okay, you got input and then you create a stream on it, right? So it becomes 2 streams. So the first word will be one stream and the second word will be the second stream, right? Now what I'll do is, on each of the stream, I'll do the normal map. Okay, so once you do normal map, what it'll do, it will give you a output for that, right? So I will map each word into its split, and I'll split by space. Okay, just a space character. Now you got an array of strings, right? Array of strings is always problem because it's primitive. I'm thinking, should we convert it to list? Okay, so you have a helper function to convert it to list. That's not the big deal. So you get a list of string. Okay, from first one you got a list of strings by doing map function. Now what can we do on that? For each of that, I have to call a flat map. So the whole point here is, I was okay. So if I do this, I got a list of string where I'll have, hello and world. Okay, I'll have 2 strings, and similarly the other one also, Java and strings, but they became 2 arrays now. I mean, like 2 lists. Now how do we convert list of list into a single list, right? That's the first question we saw even. Okay, so how do I convert that? That is where the flat map comes in. Okay, flat map. So I have to flat map this whole thing so that all of this become a single list, right? But if I have to do flat map after I get the value, that is going to be like, I'm going to start like 2 Java streams, but I don't want to start 2 Java streams. I want to do like one single parse where I want to solve the solution. So as Divya pointed out initially, right, the map function, same like map function, flat map also can map, right? So what I am thinking is, in the flat map function itself, can't visualize it. Can't visualize what we explained so far, you mean? Yes. Okay. So let's take it this way. I got, when I do in dot stream, okay, it gives me 2 items, right? It will give hello world and Java strings. I'll just to say I'll work with only hello world, okay, as a single item. Okay. Now I want to map it, okay, and in the map function I'll say split it, okay. Split it by just a space, so that it will give an array of strings. Let's say I convert it into a list of string, okay. I got list of string, okay. Now if I do this for the other word also, what is the other word? Java strings, right? So Java string is the other word. If I do it for the other word also, the same thing will happen, and it will also give me a list of string, right? Is that clear till that? So we got 2 lists of correct. Now what we have to do, what was the first question itself? We took two list of lists and converted into a single list, flattened it, right? So we kind of arrived at the same problem here. We have 2 list of, it's like a list of strings we have, right? So we have to flatten this. Now if you have to flatten this normally, what would I do? Let's say you don't know about flat map itself. So what would I do with the normal map? I would convert this into a, like, after doing this operation, I'll do a 2 list, right? And what will the 2 list give? It will give me a list which has 2 list of strings, right? List of string and list of string. 2 items will be there in it, right? Now what will I do? Then I will call a flat map, okay, function. I have to do a dot stream on this thing which is having a list of list. So can we simply call the first solution method here if it's the same problem? Yes, we can do that at this point. Let me see the signature. It's a list of integer, but yeah, we can do that. If it were list of string, you can exactly call the first method. Or shall I do it in code? You will see how it is actually the same as the first question. Do you want to see that? So that would simplify it. Yes, please code. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll write a naive implementation without flat map. Okay, so you have sentences, right? So I'll copy this sentences dot stream dot map. So each string in the stream, or like each sentence, okay, I'll write proper terminologies. Each sentence in the stream, I'll convert it to sentence dot split at space, okay, and then I'll do dot to list. I think it will create a list of string array, right? So what I'll do is this is just a basic Java stuff, so I'll just do list of, and I hope this works, right? So this will create a list of string, okay. So this will create a list of string, and then you'll say words as nested lists, okay, equal to, and you get this. Is it clear up to now? So we got, I'll show you in a paper what we got. We got, what are the words? I forgot. Hello world Java strings, right? Okay, we got hello comma world as one list, and then we got Java comma streams as another list. So we got this nested list. This is the exact same thing we got in the first question also with 1 2 3 4 5 6, right? So this is a nested list. Now, how do you convert this into a normal list? I mean, like a straight flattened list. I'll simply copy this same code. Okay, I'll just copy this code. All I have to change is from integer to string. I have to copy. Okay, so the list of string is what will happen. I'll copy this word as nested list, right? That's it. See the exact same thing, and I can even return this list. This will pass already. We would have gotten a flattened list. Okay, but thing here is we are doing two levels. Okay, just note that this is a naive solution with two levels of streams. I called a stream here also, I called a stream here also. Oh, I called a stream here also, so there are like three streams going on here. Okay, so till this the naive solution is clear, right? Or if you want me to explain that, I'll explain that. Shall I run it and see? Wait, I'll run it and see. Okay, clear. So the naive solution is clear. So let me run it. See, it passed also. So obviously it will pass. But then we are trying to now reduce it to one more level. Okay. So the whole point here is we saw that, I mean, as you said it in the beginning itself, right? Flat map is also kind of a mapping function only. So what if I convert this into flat map instead? Okay. What if I do this? This is showing error because it's not the expected return type. Okay, sorry, I'll just make it null for now. Okay, so it's not the expected return type. I think that's why it's showing error. No, you need to return a stream, right? But here we are not returning a stream. Okay, so I'll convert this into a flat map, and I do this list of string whatever it is, and then I'll return a stream. Okay, so what I did here is flat map always expects a stream only. It can't take in anything else. So always the return stuff that whatever is returning here should be a stream only. Okay, so what I did is I did the list of sentence.split whatever it is, and then I invoked a stream on it, but because that itself is a list, right? List can have streams. Okay, and then I did .toList. Now what do you think will be the answer of this? Okay, if I move this to a new line, what do you think is the answer of this? List of string, right? So this would have given us the result already. Okay, I'll comment this out. I'll keep this for a future reference, and I'll comment this out as well. Okay, now let's run and see. You got pass. So we just did two streams here, one stream here and one stream here, and we got the answer. So while we are mapping itself, we are flattening it into one data structure. So that's the beauty of flat map, which even I understood now while doing this problem. Okay, fine. So if you guys have questions, just draft it and put it there. I'll just make this neater. Just missing. Okay, let me re explain this. Just a second. I'll write both the naive solution and the better solution. Okay, then maybe. Okay, let me check this. So nested list is, where is the bracket missing? List dot of sentence dot split. Okay, then this should be correct, right? So why is this throwing error? Oh, this should be map. Okay, and then this is this. Okay, okay. So, um, is the first naive solution clear? Just mention that first. Maybe we can go again. Okay, fine. So let's go again with the naive solution again. Okay. I'll just undo the formatting. Let's keep it clear like this itself. Okay. The naive solution, we are doing it. No problem. No, sorry. So the naive solution, we'll do it in 2 passes. Okay. So ignore this existed. Okay. So first what we are doing is we are constructing, we are just doing split operation because they are asking everything should be split, right? So we are just blindly splitting everything. So every sentence we are splitting it into words. But when we are splitting it into words, each sentences words will become its own list, because that is what list.off will do. Okay, we are mapping a sentence into its list of words. Okay, so one sentence became its list of words. So hello world, if you simply, can you put debug point on show? Okay, let me try that. I don't know how to debug inside a map. Let's hope it works. Okay, what is this result? Okay, for now I'll uncomment this so that it runs and I'll debug it. Where did the debugger point not hit? Debug test. Hey, should I put it here? Huh? Is it because it's unused, it's not hitting? Okay, let me. For some reason the debugger is not hitting. Just a second, let me see what's going on. Appreciate your patience. Thank you. Okay, this one, right? So right click, debug as JUnit test. Yeah, now it hit the debugger. Okay, fine. So inside the debugger, we have sentences.string. So let's go to that point at least. Okay, so .map, I don't think it will show what is happening with each map. Can I jump in and see? Or wait, let's just jump over. Okay, I don't think I can see that either. Maybe return type we can see. Okay, then we'll do that. Oops, I hit the wrong button. Let me. Oh, just a second, I'm getting a call. Okay, I'll come back to it. Play. I haven't debugged, functional calls, so I'm not sure how to do it. I'll just, okay. I'll remove this debugger pointer also. Okay. Now for the first one, word as nested list, right? Yeah, this is what we got. In IntelliJ it shows, yeah, here it doesn't show that. Okay, anyway, so this is the result of the first operation. Okay, so we sent in this hello world and Java strings, 2 strings, and it became its own list of strings with each word as its object. Okay, is it clear till now? What's the first operation? First operation as in this you're saying why this is written like this? Is that what you mean? You said it's the result of first operation. I don't remember what is it. Okay, this is the first operation I meant. Is that what you mean? I think that is what I meant. So this didn't give us our answer, right? Our answer needs to be a flat list of strings, but we just got a list of strings. So that is why the first operation is. The first operation is we are converting, we are breaking this apart. Okay, so we got this whole thing. Let me write it here, and we are breaking it apart into, it becomes its own list first of all, and inside that list this will be a word, and then this will be a word. Similarly, this will become its own list, and inside this will be a word, and that will be a word. Okay, so this is what we just got after this first operation. Okay, let's call it op1. This is the whole op1. So oops, stop. So op1 starts and op1 ends. What happens if you remove list out of? Okay, so the list out of is there simply because I want a list of strings instead of a string array. So if you see, this would return a string array, because if you do a split operation, that will return a string array, right? String array it will return. So it will become a list of string array, and I didn't want to work with primitive arrays when we have like list collection, right? So that is why I made it, converted that array into a list. That makes sense. I should have explained that better. I just did it in shorthand. So let me run this and see what the answer is. I mean, it will be the same thing. Yeah, but it became a string array. You can't even see what is inside. So it became a list of 2 string arrays. How do I make this big? Yeah, that's all you can get, I guess. How can we convert list of string array to just list of string? List of string array to just list of string. Okay, that is what we are doing here, but then we'll have to do one more operation then to convert the string array. I mean, to get a stream out of the string array. You want to do that, then we have to do arrays.stream and then pass the string array into it, so that it will generate a stream out of it. Because arrays are, wish we could see what the string array has. The string array will be having the same thing. So if I were to print that, it would print this only. Shall I print that? So let me do quickly arrays.stream of this one. Sorry, first I can do this, right? Words as nested list dot stream, then dot for each string array. What I'll do is arrays dot stream of string array. Okay, you get this, right? I'll just print it. Oh no, and then I'll do dot for each system out println. I can't do this. Then I'll do normal. For each string, I'll do system dot out dot println of that string. So if I run this again, this should give the output. So yeah, so it became this hello world Java strings. But then if you really saw what is happening here, it didn't flatten it yet. Although you see the answer is flattened, it's actually these two are the items in the first list of string array. I mean first string array, and these two are the items in the second string array. Okay, so that is what happened. Fine. Okay. Why can't we simply convert string array to List of strings. So that is exactly, you came back to that. So where is that? So this string array is there, right? This gave a string array, right? I converted that into list of string by list dot of and then gave the string array inside it. So that is what I did here. We got correct sys out now. For the list of string, you mean? Yeah, list of string will give correct sys out because that's like collection. Collection has proper sys out operation. No, this creates a new list of string for each stream item. That would also create a new string array for each stream item. It's the same story only. So in that case, it would be a list, right? A list where the first item will be a string array of hello and world, and the next item will be a string array of what is it, Java strings. Okay, so this is if you did a string array. If I did a list of list of strings, this would be the art. So this is for list of string. This is for list of string array. But the sys out correct? For this, the sys out would be correct. You mean the sys out which printed the whole data structure, or each word you are saying? We did sys out only once earlier, correct? So at that time it printed this, and it printed this correctly because it was printing a list of strings. So if I print this even now, sys out, right? If I print this list of strings, it would print properly. Where is it? Right? It printed it properly. Here you are using list dot of, which converts the string array into list of strings. So it prints correctly. So list operations always, I mean, like the collection, Java collection, I'm saying to work with string array only. Okay, so when you do string array only, you won't get proper sys out. You will get that object thing only. So you will get this. Okay, so this one, if I run now, you will get these objects. I mean, you can't see them, but internally that is what is happening. I can run a for loop to see now. I can run a for loop to see, but how will I return a list of string? It is stored, the data structure is stored as a list of string of array. I can print and see in a single for loop as a flat list, but how will I return that to the test case as a single list of string? Then I'll have to like create a new array list and then do dot add inside the for loop, then it will come correctly. Make sense? I'll okay. I'm not trying to get the answer, just to understand. Okay, so if I run the for loop, the stream dot for each string array, sorry, it's dot string array dot for each you do string and you do system dot out println of that string, right? So if I'll comment the total printing and I'll just print this, that will give you the words, right? Is this what you were referring to when you said I printed earlier? I just wanted to understand why we will need Flatmap here. Okay. So the whole point is we are still in a two-dimensional, data structure here. We are in a list of string. I need a one-dimensional data structure of all the words. I shouldn't do start a for loop on one item and then on that, the first item I shouldn't be starting another for loop to iterate through the inside items, right? So that is why we got writes this out now. No, we didn't get writes this out. So I'll say how that is. So arrays dot string, right? For each, where does this start? This, and it stops here. Normal nested loop. Okay. I'll use normal nested loop. Okay. So for string array in words as nested list, right? I'll do again another for string word in string array. Okay, then I do system, please use normal arrays.toString. Arrays.toString works. Okay, this one like this, arrays.toString. There is no arrays.toString, and then I give a string array. Okay, I'll print this. Okay, let me try. Run where's run. Right, I got two arrays with the words. Oh, you got it now. Let's I mean, doesn't matter very much. Let's say hello world India, and then I'll add here India. Okay, because everything is 2 2 2, it's very confusing. Maybe I'll just add one more word there. Okay, now if I see, this is the answer. So in the first sentence, there are 3 words. It got split into an array of 3 items. The second word, it got split into an array of 2 items. And the whole thing is a single list. It became a list of string array. Can you show the code, please? Oh, sorry. Okay, fine. So do you still want to go with a string array, or shall I convert it into a list of strings, because that is easier to operate with, because collections have all the helper functions needed? We can go with so dot toList looks like the culprit. We need to do something right after dot map. Exactly. So we have to do something right after dot map is the catch here. But since map actually does something and gives you the output, you can't do map and then something, right? So that is why we are going to the Flatmap function, which will say, okay, you map something, right? You don't just cut the piece there. You did the operation, then join the next operation together into a single flat list. String dot split gives me string array. How do I move away from this? You have to do list dot off on top of that. So if you do list dot off on top of that, it will give you a array list. I mean list of string. Like this, you'll get this. Okay, but still doesn't solve the problem. That is correct. Oh, that is what you were meaning, right? So we just moved away from okay, I thought that is what you were asking. Fine, so correct. So we okay, let's keep it like this itself, because list is easier to work with, the Java list collection, right? Now when we do map, as I said, it is mapping each input to this respective output. So hello world was a word, it became a respective array or like a list of strings, right? Now what we want is we want it to not stop there. Once you do that operation, I want it to do the next operation also and connect that together into a single item, like a single entity. It could be a single list or a single map or whatever it is. So that is why we have the flat map. Okay, so the flat map, if it just did split operation on each item in the sentence, exactly, and it just created a list of string, which is expected of map, correct, because it does one-on-one mapping. Okay, super, you're online. Now what we have to do is we have to say the map function, don't just do one-on-one mapping, instead get the result of all the mapping operations you are getting, right, and do it and store it into a single data type, I mean data structure. Okay, so that is why we have flat map. So flat map also accepts a map operation. It can map, like do something, like if you say sentence dot split, it will do the split and all, but then it will take the output of the split operation and keep it in memory. Okay, I splitted the first word and I got this. Yes, but it needs stream only. So that is why, since we have list dot off, right? So this is a what is it? This is a list only. So you just do dot stream here and you will get it. So now if I change this data return type, right, so you got a list of stream. So here I took the list and I just converted into a stream and passed it to a flat map. So every operations output gets appended as a chain into the flat map, and you got a single list of string. Java makes sense. Okay, so that was the whole idea of it. Fine. So now that you understood that, I will move this back to how it was. I need a minute to digest. Yes, take your time. If you are on your IDE, try running it on your own. Like, don't look at the code here, and see if you come to the same answer. Okay. So I'm just putting this back to like the naive solution and the actual solution. Undo. I need to do a lot of undos. No Siri. Where was I? Okay. So this becomes map. Okay, so this whole thing becomes a commented section. So this is the naive solution. Naive solution with multiple stream passes. Okay, and this is like the optim. Let me code on my IntelliJ. Yes, please. Thank you for being patient. Thank you. So optimized solution using single stream pass. Okay. Let me remove to do in the first function also. Okay, so yeah, have some water, take a small break, and we'll move to the third question immediately. Okay. Okay, shall we move to the third question? Or I'll at least keep writing the third question while you guys prepare for it. 2 minutes, yes, sure. One minute, please. Yes, 1 minute. Just ping me once you're done and we'll look at the third question. Let me make this code neat meanwhile. Please continue. Thanks for waiting. Okay. So let's look at the third question. So extract all unique characters from a list of words and give it as output. Okay, that's it. Simple as that. I mean, the question is simple as that. Okay. So what are they asking here? They have given a list of strings. Okay, the strings are Java and streams. Now what they're asking is you just pick the unique items from each of it. Okay, so you have J, you have A, V, J, A came already, ignore it. Then you have S, right? T, R, what else is there? E, A came already, ignore it. M, S, is this correct? Java strums. Oh, it's Java strums, right? Java strum. Oh, S came here. So S was already there here, right? So this S doesn't come. So the last S is gone. Okay. So this is the expected answer. Now, what they're asking as well also is that this should be a single, list of characters. So each of this is a character. Okay, it's not string, and they want it as a single list. Okay, so although our initial list could have even like 1,000 more words, they want all of that to finally come into a single list, right? So words dot stream dot distinct. Okay, nice answer, but wrong answer. So if you do words dot stream, right, what will happen? it will give you the stream of Java and stream. Okay, and when you say distinct, it will check if Java and stream are distinct. Correct? Java and stream are distinct words only. So you'll just get a result of Java stream. I don't know if you wrote it in shorthand and you meant something else, but we have to do some more operation. Right? Okay. So words dot stream dot map x to x dot split and then distinct. Words dot stream. Okay, so you are saying you get a stream of words, and then for each word you are splitting it. Okay, so split is not the correct operation, but let's take pseudocode. Okay, so let's say take pseudocode and say, let's say you split it into separate words. Okay, so separate characters, and let's say this gave you a list of characters. Okay, list of characters, and it gave you J, A, V, A as separate letters. Now you have two list of characters. We are back to the same classic problem. What is the one? Stream. Okay, forgive my handwriting. Okay, I want white Flatmaps at any cost. Okay, then we'll do one thing. We will see how we can solve this by avoiding flat maps. Okay, and then we'll see how flatmap solves this problem simpler. Okay, so we will do your solution first with the map, and then doing that, and then we'll see that. Okay, fine. So let's go back here. Okay, so I have words, right? So I'll do words dot dot stream dot for each. So it's like map. Okay, map, and for each word, what I want to do, I have to do word dot to chars array, right? This is what will give you the character array. Now we're talking. Okay, and then you want to map each character vector to character dot value of, or I can simply say this, right? Character value of. Okay, so this will give you a capital character, like the boxed character stream, and you just do to list. Okay, oh, this fails. What is it? Oh, it's a character with capital this thing, so we have to convert that also. Okay, so what is happening here is this word or two character array gives us a character array, correct? Small character array, but then we have to convert it into a capital character array. Can we do simply character dot list or something? List of, no, if I do list dot of, what does this do? It gave a list of character. What if I do arrays dot? So the only thing I can think of is you have to do manual conversion, right, with the for each and stuff like that. Okay, so let's say we okay, leave all that. Okay, we'll take care of that in the next thing. So I'll just remove this. Okay, now what did this give us? This gave us a list of character array, right? Control L. Okay, so it gave us a list of character array, which is like words to char list. So all we did here is we took this input, okay, and we converted it into like this, comma a comma b comma a. Okay, and this became one array. Okay, and that became another array. And you close that. Fine. So this is the output of whatever we did just now. This word to character list is a list of 2 character arrays. Okay, we didn't do anything else. We didn't find any unique or nothing. We didn't find a single stream or anything like that. Okay, now what is the second thing we can do? We know how to convert a nested list into a single list, right? That is, we have done it twice so far. Okay, so we can do that, and for that you know how to use map, right? You'd get to a stream of this thing, and then convert it into a, what do you say, a flattened what do you say, list. So in that case, what will happen? This whole thing, let's say I simply just flatten it. Okay, that whole thing will become a single entity like this. That separation won't be there anymore. Okay, it will become like this. That makes sense. Replace map with flatmap and add list dot of to words are to carry. List dot of doesn't work here. First of all, we have to do some extra operations. So what I'll show you what list dot of is doing. List dot of is simply creating a list with one character array inside it. So if I do this, see, it just creates a list of character array. It doesn't create a list of character. If I do a stream again, you will get a character array only. So okay, if we have to convert it into a list of characters, what we have to do is we have to, let me do that. Okay, we have to do like arrays dot stream, right? Stream, and then you get this. Okay, and then on that you do it's not working. I will comment this for now. Okay, arrays dot stream of words dot to char array. You do dot. Why is dot not working? Oops. Bracket mismatch. Okay, let me do this. Can you split? I can't use split. 1 second. Split. It doesn't split it, right? What will it split it into? Does that split it into single characters? It wouldn't, right? Will it? Can you just quickly check that? Oh yeah, okay, then I'll do that. Why will I do all this? I didn't know that. So word dot split, and you give just this, so you get string array which will convert into list dot of and make it a list of string instead. Okay, and I'll convert the return type, change to so dot to list. Okay, fine. So we ended up doing the same thing, but then it's instead of single quote we got double quote. Till here it's the same as previous problem. Correct. We are in this part. Okay, so we are in OP1. OP1 is complete. Okay, now we have to do OP2. Make sense? So only thing here is, technically wrong is it's not single character. Single quotes, they are all double quotes because they are all separate strings, not characters. Yes, now replace map with flat map and add dot string. Okay. Okay. If you are fine with that, then we'll do that directly. Okay, so we'll do that, and then here we'll do dot string, right? And then it will automatically become a single this thing, right? So with that we got most of it done. So OP2, this is done. Now we have to do OP3, which is filtering out the unique items. Since this is same as previous problem, I could come up with it. Yeah, right. That is true. So stream, sorry, flat map, and then dot to list, right? So the only thing here now is, yeah, dot distance. Super. Dot distance. And you have to do one more thing. They want a list of character, not list of string. So for that we have to do easy. Yeah, imagine if the distinct function was not there by default. Okay, so how will you convert this into a list of character now? Any idea? Awesome. Okay, so we do dot map. That's correct. We'll just do, yeah, something like that. So character value of, this will take that only. So you have to do correct. So we have to take the string and then do character dot value of, and then str dot caret 0. Okay, so this will return list of character finally. Okay, let's return this and see what's happening. Let me run this. Open call hierarchy, this one, test extract characters, passed. Yay, awesome. Okay, so I'll remove all this unwanted comments, and this was pretty straightforward. I think now we got the template understood, right? Okay, can't believe I did that. Yes, practice makes perfection. Okay, so do you need game over? Where are you getting all these emojis from? Okay, fine. So how do you, I mean, do you want to move to the next question, or do you want a break? What's how long have you been running? There's a timer, 1 hour. Okay, so let's take a 5-minute break. Get up, stretch, have water, and then come back. Okay, so if you guys have questions in between, just drop it in the chat. I'll come back and reply. See you guys soon. Break, 5-minute break. Hello. Fine, welcome back. All good. Okay, so let's continue. We did 3, right? Hello, welcome back. Let's go to 4. Write down a list of optional values. Okay. Okay, try to understand the question. BGM is on. I think it is on. Are you not hearing it, or is it annoying, or what is? Do you want me to turn it down? Can't hear. Oh, how come? See, this lofi music is the BGM part. I see it going till 45. Let me try increasing it. If it's too loud, just tell me. I'll set it at 40, okay? Oh, can't hear at all. Fine, I set it at 40. Like minus 40. Now we can hear. Okay. Just make sure it doesn't go over my audio. That those who are watching the stream later will hear only the music. Okay, fine. So let's go back to the question. Fourth question. They have given optional 1 and 3 and empty. Okay, so they have given a list of 3 optionals. Okay, yeah, I have very beautiful handwriting. Ignore that. Empty. Okay, so first one says it's optional of 1. The second one is like an empty option, like it has null or nothing, and the last optional is having 3. Okay, so there are 3 optional items. I don't know why they are asking for flat map here. Okay, let's say you okay, and now they are okay. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. So now they are asking move it to just a list of integers which says 1 and 3. Okay, so that empty became, it got discarded. The optional one got converted into the, we have to evaluate and check option. Correct. Okay, correct. Fine. So let me do one thing. So you have to convert the optional into actual values, and you have to discard the what do you say, empty ones, right? Now how will you do this if you didn't know Flatmap? Okay, how? This is like a general knowledge question after doing streams all these days. Or can you even do it? Because I can think of an approach. I don't know if it will work. Okay. Let's say, sorry. So let's say you are doing x dot get on the empty element, right? What would it map to? Other than exceptions, okay, let's say x dot get maps to null also. In that case, you will get 1 null and 3, right? But I want just 1 and 3. The empty one should be discarded completely. You're doing a map operation which will do 1 on 1, which means you'll get the exact number of output. I'll add a filter. Okay, so what will you add the filter to? I'll filter out all the nulls. Okay, fine. If that's a filter x is a number. Oh no, you're having optional, so you can simply do dot is present x, and then you can say x dot is present. Right? Okay, so let's try that first. So I hope you have a better really good understanding of it. So we'll just do optionals dot stream, and then you do dot filter. Filter, and what will I filter? Anything that has optional is present. Okay, if it is present, I'll filter it and I'll do to list. That's it, right? So I'll have the answer already. If I so this is the problem. So I thought this will already give the operation, but then I'll just do a dot map. Okay, this is easier than mine. No, it will come to the same thing only after it. So I'll map optional value to I'll just do optional get. Okay, this will give a list of integer. Okay, and if I return this and open call hierarchy, which one was that? Optionals, right? This one. Test flatten optionals. Run as chain test. It passed. So we didn't even use flat map here, but we got the answer that we were looking for, right? Now, how will you implement it using flat map? So it's like actually they are asking us to intentionally use flat map, although the convenient or like the conventional way is to do this only. You just check all the items, filter out all the items. Yeah, why would I want to correct? The convenient option is simply you filter out all the filter in all the present items and just get the values and finish. That's it, right? Then why would you need a flat map? First of all, how will you even use a flat map here? I think if you simply do flat map, you need a stream, right, for flat map. I don't think you can use flat map here at all. Let me just Google and see. How would we need stream to pass? Exactly, we need stream to pass. How will you generate a stream out of any of this? Does optional give stream? Oh, optional gives stream. I didn't know that. Oh, interesting. Okay. I'll do one thing. I'll show you the Java doc of stream. Okay. So optional streams Java doc is this. Okay. So how will this help? Yeah, just so they give the answers. Okay, fine. So what it says is if a value is present in that optional, it returns a stream, okay, with that value. If it doesn't, then it will return an empty item is what it is saying, right? So our whole thing here is you got a stream, right? You don't need this filter at all because okay, I have to do it like this first of all. Okay, I'll do this and I'll say stream. And I'll do flat map. Okay, so when I do this, first of all, you will get a stream only if a value is present, right? So that is clear. So only if there is a value like 1 or 3 that will even have a stream, and it will go to the dot to list function, right? For an empty thing, there will be no value. It will create an empty string, so there will be no item added to the list, right? So you got it in like one operation. Makes sense? So you don't need to filter anymore, because this stream by it, on its own creates a stream only if it has a value. So you don't need to filter out. You mean each optional has a stream? Yes, optional has a stream function. I didn't know that. Just like how list has stream or like set has stream, the optional class has a stream function. It generates a stream. Optional is a collection. Optional, I don't know if it's a collection, but it's something. It's in util. It's a container object apparently, so you can call it a collection. I don't know, but it doesn't come under the collections things, because so optional is usually used where you don't know if a result will come or not, like when you are calling APIs and it might return null, right? So that is where usually we use optional. Or like, let's say you are querying a DB object and then optionally you might get a row or something, so that is where you can use optional. So that is the cases, but I don't know if you can strictly define it as a collection. Okay, fine. So with that, okay, so this is clear with that. So we just do this. So we need to have prior knowledge that the stream of optional will return a stream only for something that has a value, otherwise it will return an empty string. So just based on that definition, we know that you can simply do a dot to list. Okay, so let me run the test case again, and it passed. Okay, so we skip that two level what do you say, filter and map into just a one flat map function. Okay, fine. Shall we move on to the next one? Optional stream. If value is present, returns a sequential stream containing only that value. Otherwise, returns an empty string. Correct. Okay. Cool. Moving on to the fifth question. Combine lists of skills from employees. So they are giving employees, a list of employee, and they are asking to combine all the skills and give a flat map. Okay. Read the question. I'll come back with the whiteboard. Okay, fine. So I hope you guys read the questions. Let me move on to the whiteboard. Okay, so this is the fifth question. And what they're asking is, they have given a list of employees. So employee 1, employee 2. And these employees have a particular skill set. And they're asking us to gather a list of skills that all these employees have, right? So it's like Java, SQL, Python is the skill set that all of these employees have in a cumulative sense, right? Maybe your manager is asking, what skills do all of my employees, all of the reportees of me have? So they just want to know that list. They don't want your name or like by department or anything. Just under me, who all are there, what are their skills? So that is the question. Okay, so we can already see this is a flat map question, because we are converting, merging everything into a single list. Okay, so how would we approach this? employee dot stream map e to e dot skills dot to list. Okay, what would this return? Don't put an ID, just you say what will this return, what will be the return type of this, whatever you wrote just now. Okay, let's dive into it. Okay, so whatever you said was, you took this, you think wrong answer. Okay, so you took this employee list, right? You took this list of employees, and what you're doing, you are running a stream on it, and you're mapping, as in you're essentially ignoring the names of them, and you're just taking these two lists, right? And you are converting that, you know, into a list. So you got a list of Java, SQL, okay, and Python. You got a two-dimensional array again. So you got a list of lists. Yeah, we got list of string, correct, right? So we got a list in which there are again list of strings. So this is again a data structure. Instead we need a list of string only. So just put a flat map. Okay, so where will you put the flat map? Where will you put the flat map? Okay, and then if you replace map with flat map, what does it need? Add string. Awesome. Let's go. Are you the flat map pro or what? So employees dot stream dot flat map. Okay, and in the mapping function for every employee, I'll take employee dot skills dot stream. Okay, and then in the end I'll do to list. Okay, there isn't even anything much to do here. I'll just return it. Okay, open call hierarchy and run this. Awesome, worked. Okay, so let's do rapid fire. Yeah, kudos to you. Let's do rapid fire. Now, how will you solve this? Say fast. Split by what? Split by empty? Stream dot flat map. Okay, so you get two of them. Okay, you split it. When you split, you'll get a string array. You have to convert it into a list of strings and then do stream on it and then do list. Okay, yeah, you got the gist of it. Easy. Yeah, easy. So I'll explain it for those who are watching. Okay, so you have two strings. Okay, although you see all these commas here, they are actually strings. They gave a string of numbers. Whether you forgot %. Okay, so they gave a number, and what they're asking to do is to, so the final output they are expecting is, where is the pen? They're expecting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is what they're expecting. Now, what is step 1 to do here? You have to convert this into the comma separated stuff, right? You have to convert it into separate stuff. So you, when you split it, it becomes like 1, then 2, then 3. Okay, then it becomes 4, and then 5. Okay, so if you see here, this comma is a separator again, so it becomes like this only if you do a normal map, right? Then what you do is, you have, I mean, instead of normal map, you should have done a flat map, which will give you a string array, right, which you will convert it into a list. So convert the string array into a list of string. Okay, and take the stream of that and pass it to the flatmap function. Okay, once you do that, the flatmap function will automatically join everything into a single thing. So you'll get 1, 2, and so on. Okay, it will join everything into a single thing. Now, when you, before even doing that, what you have to do is you have to convert them into integers. So integer has a function called integer dot parse int. Okay, so what I am thinking is, instead of doing it in any of these operations, I will do a map and convert the stream that is coming into parse int, and you pass the string here, we will convert that into integer list. Till here we got list of strings, so we throw Flatmap at it. Nobody can stop me now. Yeah, so I see you are trying to use Flatmap now instead of using maps. Okay, so let's do it. So numbers dot stream dot flatmap. Okay, now flatmap, what will do for every string, why is it called numbers? Okay, for every string you do string dot split, and you split it by comma, right? You split it by comma, and this will be a what do you say, string array. So you have to convert into a list, so that you can start a this thing on it, stream on it. Okay, you started a stream on it. Now what is the next thing? This will give you a stream of single numbers as strings. So you have to map that to str again to integer dot value of str. Okay, so now you got a stream of integers. I love flat maps. Yeah, good. To list. Okay, now you got a list of integers, and that will be the result which you will pass here. Okay, if you guys have any questions, drop it in the comment. Okay, let me run the test case. This one, right? Test commas, test split comma separated numbers. Okay, passed. Okay, what did you ask? Can we do arrays dot stream string split instead of list dot arrays dot stream? We can do that. I mean, if you want to do that. So arrays dot okay, arrays dot stream. Okay, today I remove, yeah, I removed a bracket, right? And this stream you can do. Why is this failing now? This is okay. Yeah, just one thing. Yeah, your question is correct only. So instead of making a list for just to get a stream, we made a arrays dot stream, right? I don't know the the computational advantage we get with this or with list dot off, but there are two ways to do it. Okay. Okay, three more questions. How much did it grade? Yeah, three more questions. Get all words from a map of string comma list of string. Okay. And and they want to convert it into a flat map again. Okay. So yeah, go ahead, try to understand the question and the solution. Easy. Wait, how do I get values from all the keys? Cheppandi. How will you get it? So for this, we saw how to iterate over a map in yesterday's stream. So what we did was the map itself gives something called entry set. Yeah, exactly. Entry set. And on entry set, you can start a stream because set is again a flat, what do you say, data structure, right? So anything that is flat, you can iterate over it. Anything that is iterable, you can run a stream over it. Okay, so you can run a stream over entry set. Okay, let me explain the question. So what they're asking is, you have, a map with a key as string, okay, and value as list of string, okay. Now our main goal is to look at this part, okay. Look at this like a list of strings, but instead you have a map data structure, okay. So you have to kind of go through every element in the map and fetch this list of strings, okay. And what they want in the end is a single flat list which says all the words that are there in the values, okay. So 1 2 3, right? So all these words, they want it as a single list. So if you see, what we have to do is ignore this A and B. We don't care about the keys at all. What we care about is this values, which are the lists, and we have to take them one by one and place it into a final flat map. So how do you do it? So map.entryset.stream, then you do flat map x.getValue.stream.toList. Awesome. That is the answer. Okay. So what is the answer? So when you look at maps, it has something called as entry set. So since this session is not like coming in linear, this is like a bonus session. I'll explain what that is also, okay? Because if you were coming in linear in yesterday's session, in the part 8, I explained that already, okay? So maps have something called as entry set. Or entry. Map has something called as entry. And these entries can be stored in a set data structure, set of entry, like this, okay. And sets are always iterable, like you can create a stream on sets, okay. Same like how you can create a stream on list, you can create a stream on set also. Okay, so you create a stream on this entry set, and what you'll get is a stream of entries, and entries have key and value pairs. Okay, kv, and this key is what we saw here. This is a key and this is the value. Okay, so for each key and value, your stream will be iterating over each entry with key and value, and we are focused only on the value part, right? Because the value is what is having the list. We'll extract that value and create a stream out of that, because Flatmap needs a stream, right? And then we convert it into .to list in that. Okay, so that's what we has mentioned in the chat. Let's do that. Okay, so we started map, then we do dot entry set, then we do dot stream, then we do dot flat map, and inside the flat map what we say is, for every entry we take the entry dot value dot stream. Okay, because flat map always needs a stream, so we have to find a stream somehow for it. Okay, and say to list. So this is our return value. Okay, we got a list of strings, so let's run it. Test flatten map values, right? This one, and it passed. Okay, fine. And we have 2 more questions. No, yeah, oh no, 3 more questions. We just finished 7th one. Okay, yeah, go through the 8th question. Quick, let's finish it and wrap it up. What's the time? It's 11:30. Let's finish it in half an hour. Oh yeah. What's the trophies? hey@gmail.com. I see you already finished it. Where is flat map here? Excuse me. I see you got slightly deviated. Yeah, you have to use flat map. It's here. Implement using flat map. Okay, let me explain the question. So they have given some mail IDs, okay, and they want the domain names. Did they say unique domain name or anything? Nothing. Okay, so they just want the domain names. Fine. So for a@gmail.com, the domain name is gmail.com, and for b@yahoo.com, the domain name is yahoo.com. And if you see, this question itself is already in a singular data structure. There is no nested list of list or anything like that. It says list of strings. Okay, so you are converting from list of strings to list of strings, which actually doesn't need a flat map. You can just do map itself, right? I'll come back to you. Okay, so they are specifically asking to use flat map here, which I don't know why, how to do that. But before that, how do you even come to this gmail.com? So there are normal split operations, right, in string. So you split it using the @ symbol. Okay, and then you take the item that is on the right side, which is like, so it splits into 2 items, 0 and 1. I mean, it creates an array of 2 items. You just take the item in position number 1 only, because the array will be a, okay, comma gmail.com. Okay, so you're supposed to take only this second item. Fine. So how to go about with it? So you say flat map arrays.stream, you split it, and then you skip 1. Interesting. That should work actually. That's very interesting. I never thought about it. Okay, so what the way is saying is, when you take this and split it, it will generate an array, right? Just now I said it, gmail.com. So in streams itself, there is this thing called skip, right? So if you say skip one, it will just skip this item. You have to first of all create a stream out of this array, and then you say skip one, it will skip this item and just give you this one, right? So find first. Oh, is it behind the bar? So it will give you find first, which means it will give you this item. I don't even think you need to do find first because there is only one item left. So you can simply just do the, pass the stream as it is. Oh, so you didn't even say find first. So I think, where did I read find first just now? Did you edit them? Okay. I think I started hallucinating. Okay, anyway, so you just pass the stream as it is downwards and it should work. Okay, so let's try that. Emails dot stream dot flatmap. Okay, and in flatmap, what are we going to do for each? Okay, each email we are going to do email dot split, and we are splitting it by @ symbol. Okay, and we want to take the second item only, so we'll put this into a stream. Okay, and then in that stream we'll do skip one. Okay, and the whole thing we'll do it to list. Okay, and we'll return this. Let's test it. I'm pretty sure it works. Let's see. Yep, it ran. Okay, you can put your trophy again. Okay, good job. And the last two questions. Let's go to the 9th question. Yes, go through it and understand. Let me remove these unwanted comments here and there. You can put 9 trophies for the 9th question. Where is this to do? Why is there a blue color here? Oops. Oh, there's a debug pointer. Okay, sorry, I got slightly distracted. Yeah, let's do the 9th question. Reading, yep, go ahead. Okay, hope you read it. Let me just explain the question first. Okay, so the question is, they have some products. Okay, they have t-shirts and they have shoes. For t-shirt, the sizes are S and M. Yeah, complicated input, correct. For t-shirt, the size is S and M. For shoes, the sizes are 8 and 9. Okay, now what they're asking is, just give me a list of all the product sizes that I have, like the product SKUs that I can sell in my shop. Okay, so they want a singular list which says t-shirt, okay, S. Then there is again a t-shirt with size M. Okay, then there's shoes with size 8 and shoes with size 9. Okay, so there are these 4 kind of products anyone can buy, right? So yeah, product is an object. So they want this kind of combination as the output. So how can we do it? How can we do it? Okay. Shall I go with the solution, or are you still trying to understand the, or like coming up with a solution? Okay, let's look at the approach. What approach you can take? Okay, so we have a list of products, which means this is product number 1 and product number 2, and inside each product again there is a list of sizes, right? So we have to do some kind of mm, stream kind of things, right? Because first you have to stream on the products. Okay, you create a stream on the products, then you get each product. Okay, you get a product, and for each product again you have to go through its sizes, and for each size string join. Yeah, you have to do string join. P dot join p dot product comma it's yeah, something, what is it, sizes, correct? So you have to join its sizes. So you have to do that, and this whole thing should run in a flat map so that you get a singular answer in the end, right? So yeah, that will be the approach. And for joining the names, you have the, it's like Cartesian product of product and sizes. Correct. But our initial, yeah, the product versus product sizes is the Cartesian product, it's, right? Yeah, correct. Fine. So let's start coding. Let's see how it goes. So we have products. Okay, and I do dot stream. Okay, then I do flat map. Okay, now in the flat map what I'll do is for each product I'll take the product, then its sizes, then for each of its sizes I'll do a stream. Okay, and then I will map the each product size combination with saying for each size. Okay, for each size I'll say string dot join product dot name, oops, what is it called, for product dot product and the size. Okay, fine. Product dot product, correct. So I got that and I mapped it to this. Okay, with that, is it done? Is it done? I think, is it, why is it not showing error? I was expecting it to show error because when you map it, oh, I don't need, so I was thinking I have to do dot map and then do dot to list and then do stream here. What's the point of this? Map itself is having a stream, right? I did not collect it. Okay, so to list. Okay, that was easy. I mean, to come to this conclusion in the last stream is what was the headache. Yeah, we just cooked it. Okay, we couldn't come up with this in the last stream. Now it just became like an intuitive answer, and it failed. So expected was t-shirt is blah blah blah. Hey, I didn't join it properly. Yeah, I didn't write the join. So what does join take? First delimiter and then elements, right? So I should say join by hyphen. Okay, run it now. Yeah, it worked. So I didn't write the join syntax properly. That was the problem. So join syntax takes delimiter first, like what should I join with, and then you can write as many items as you want to join in the end. So for example, if you want to say t-shirt S and then hi, then you say t-shirt size S and then you give hi. It will come to t-shirt hyphen s hyphen hi. It'll come like this because the hyphen is a delimiter we gave, right? Okay, so that's a quick fun fact on how join works. Okay, so yeah, good. Are those 9 cups? I don't think so. Fine, so read the 10th question while I prepare for the explanation of it. Okay. Cartesian product again. Whatever we saw in the last exercise, right? The same thing, Cartesian product. So for those who didn't join the last exercise, let's go through it again. I'll explain the question. So they have given an array of array, right? No, they have given two lists. Sorry, they have given two separate lists. Okay, you have L1 and you have L2. Okay, two lists. What they're asking is Cartesian product. Cartesian product is nothing but you take every item in the first list and like pair it with every item in the second list. So 1 and 3, okay, becomes one combo. 1 and 4 becomes another combo. 2 and 3 becomes one combo, and 2 and 4 becomes another combo. Okay, so this is the final answer they want. Okay, how do they want it? They want it as a list of string. Okay, they want us to convert this into a string. So 1 comma 3 becomes a string. So the final answer will be 1 comma 3 as a string, 1 comma 4 as a string, sorry, 2 comma 3 as a string, and then 2 comma 4 as a string. Okay, that's it. List of string, right? Okay, so how do we do this? Any ideas? You can drop it in the chat. Yes, Cartesian it is. Where did you suddenly say Cartesian? With join. Yeah, with join. You have to use joins. Correct. Okay, fine. So the approach that you mentioned is correct. So you have to do Cartesian with join. So what we have to essentially do is you have to start a stream on L1. Okay, you got L1 and you start a stream on it. And for every item, so every L1 item, right, you have to start another stream on L2. Okay, and on the L2, now you have the L1 item and the L2 item, right? You do a join and you join with comma and then say L1 and L2 items. Okay, not the whole list, whatever item we have in hand. Okay, once we do that, it becomes a string, right? How will you pass a string to a flat map? You need to pass a string to the flat. Oh, we just map it and leave it there, is it? So when you do map and then in the map you just say join, that should be fine, right? Correct. Because on the second stream you will be doing a map inside which you will do the join call. So inside the map, you just join and leave it there. That's it. That map itself returns a stream, right? So map's return type is stream. So that will be taken as the input to this first stream, the flat map in the beginning. Make sense? Shall I explain it once again? So in L1, you created a stream. Okay. And for each L1 item, okay, I mean, you have to do flat map on this flat map. Okay. You call the flat map. And on each L1 item, what you're doing is L2 dot stream. Okay. And on L2 dot stream, you are doing map. And then for each L2 item, what you are doing in the map function is you are saying join, and you're saying comma L1 item and L2 item. Okay, that's it. You left the map orphaned. You are not inside the map. You said do join. So that will be the output to the next stream. So it will automatically become like what is it, 1 comma 3. 1 comma 3 will come as the mapping function's response in the first one, right? That will get joined with the appended with the 1 comma 4 of the next one, and so on. Make sense? Okay. So let's do it in code. We'll understand it immediately. So you have list 1 dot stream dot flat map. Okay, so flat map always needs a stream again. So what I'll do here, I'll do for every L1 item, I'll say list 2 dot stream, okay, dot map, and I'll say string dot, oh sorry, you have to take the L2 item. I'll say string dot join, and in here I'll say double quote, comma L1 item, comma L2 item. Okay, should be it. What's the mistake? It didn't say what is the mistake is. What the mistake is? Dot map int. Okay, L1 and L2 are ints. Okay, just please don't say this was the error. Oh, that was the error. Okay, so in Java there's a shorthand to convert int to string. Simply do plus, concatenate it with an empty string. It will automatically become integer. Yeah, I understand your frustration. So I will, or you can do string dot value of, that also will do the same thing. Okay, which will make it look better. L1 item. Okay, and string dot value of L2 item. Okay, I'll remove this unwanted stuff. Okay, so what we are doing is we are joining comma L1 item and L2 item. So if you remember, comma is the delimiter, so it becomes 1 comma 3, something like that. Okay, so this is what will be returning. Remove this. Oh, I didn't do to list yet, right? So I have to do dot to list. Okay, fine. Let's run it and see the last test case. Run as JUnit test, and it failed. Oh, they want brackets also. Is it? Oh, they want brackets also. Where will I go for brackets? Yeah, sorry, I don't have too much time to think about it. Okay. Just do my join. Where is join ending? Plus. Okay, so I'll add a bracket in the starting. I'll prepend a bracket and append a bracket. Okay, that's it. Please don't expect anything more. Okay, this is streams exercise, not string exercise. Okay, so we don't care about those things. Fine. So bracket was missing. I added the bracket and it works. Okay, awesome. So how long is the stream going for? Okay, where do I see that? 2 hours and 15 minutes. So usually we do what do you say, 5 problems in 2 hours. Today we did 10 problems in 2 hours, and this is the second stream of the day. Okay, so thank you all for joining. We will have level 5. So if you see this notepad that is there on the right side of the screen, for those who are seeing the stream for the first time, we have been doing a series called streams, learning streams. And when we were learning streams, so you can see here on the left side there are L1, L2, L3, L4, right? When we were learning these streams and we were doing the L4 problems, level 4 problems, we were confused with flat maps. So that is why we did this special bonus kind of episode where we are looking into flat maps alone. So all the questions we saw in this was flat maps. So you can go to this playlist in the Fastorial channel, right? You can go to this Fastorial playlist called Java Streams playlist, and you can look at all the previous streams as well. And if you see, this is all, part 7, part 8, part 10, and suddenly this Cook Java Stream flat map with me came. Okay, so then there, after this there will be level 5. So level 5 is it's there in notepad, right? Part 10 and part 11. So these are also going to be very interesting. We already saw the questions in one of the previous streams. They were very interesting questions. So stay subscribed and hit the bell icon if you want to be notified whenever the live stream happens. Okay, I'm just reading chat. I am a flat map chef. Cooked 8 and left no crumbs. Looks like someone is very happy learning streams. Flat maps. Okay, so thank you guys. Have a good night and see you all tomorrow for the part 5 stream. Okay, so level 5 stream. So we'll start with the first question of level 5 and we'll finish it soon. And after that, the future plans are to do interview questions. I'll be taking a set of interview questions, like multi-threading interview questions or like inheritance interview questions or something like that. So I haven't planned the curriculum yet. That is still in cards, and I will publish that also soon. So we have already completed streams API and multi-threading. Multi-threading is already done. Where is that? There's a playlist for multi-threading. We did these two, and we'll be doing the other items also. Okay. So thank you. Thanks a lot. See you guys tomorrow. Okay. I'm ending the stream. Bye bye.